Reconnection Challenge Part 3. I'm Tony Baccigalupo, and I am on a quest to build a sense of an amazing, connected, belongful life and kick that sense of loneliness and screen addiction that can just make us feel super disconnected. So, at Belongfulness, give us a follow and participate in this journey as we go. We're going to talk about step 3 today. And step 3 is all about finding a place to go outside of your home, a hangout spot. Now, if you know of a place already that you love to hang out, maybe you have a favorite cafe, a favorite bar, favorite co-working space, then you can build on that. Maybe you can just kind of skip to the next step, which is to go to one of those places on a regular basis. But if you are not sure what that place is, this is an opportunity for you to spend some more time getting to know what spaces are around you. So for me, I recently moved to Norwalk with my wife from New York City. So we're about an hour outside the city. It's a nice kind of suburban context. And what I am doing is looking at what are the places I know about or the places that I can find where I might feel like this is a place I can go and hang out on a regular basis. So I've talked about this in previous videos, but I found this one space called Eco-Evolution. They have a cafe space. They have an amazing owner and an amazing staff, and I've made that kind of my home base to start. So I'm going to work on starting to go back there on a regular basis. Today's a good example. It's super cold outside right now, and I'm not leaving the house, but I could leave the house, and I could go spend time in these spaces even when it's not convenient. So I'm going to find time in my calendar to go and hang out in that space, even if it's not super convenient. That's going to be me maybe making a little bit more room in my life for that regular hangout. Now, I do have other hangout spaces that are not far from where I live. In fact, there's one that's really close by. It's called the Artist Space, and it's literally a converted church that became an artist cooperative educational space. And there's no reason why I can't pop by there on a regular basis. Again, right now, I'm kind of playing with my options. I'm looking at the different kinds of possibilities that are out there and looking for where there's some kind of energetic pull, where there's a moment, where there's the sense of something is starting to brew. I've already started to have this with Eco-Evolution, but I'm going to nurture this in other places as well. In terms of even closer to home, I'm in a big apartment complex. They have a mingle room, a mingle lounge, and they recently set up a social network so I can connect directly with other residents, which is amazing because it means now I can start finding other people I have something in common with here and start inviting them to come and connect with me here in my home building. Now, you might not have that in your living situation, but we have things like Nextdoor, we have things like local Facebook groups. So there's always a way to kind of find connection, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Being an organizer and gathering people around something that you're doing is a little bit outside of our scope for right now, but I'm gonna kind of keep that simmering. And then finally, one more space I'm looking at is a place called Third Place, which is amazing. It's a 12-minute drive from here, and it is an amazing co-working cafe, bar, hangout space, event space. And so I'm going to start spending some more time there as well. Now, again, you might not have the appetite, the disposition, the time, and the energy to go and have 4 or 5 different places that you're visiting on a regular basis. It's totally fine. We just want to start experimenting, and we want to find that one. Once we've got that one, we can move on to step 4. So follow along, do this yourself. Let me know what you find. Even if you just research, send me, I am a nerd for this stuff. So if you want to send me like a place that you find in your town, in your city, that you think might be a nominee for this, or if you're struggling to find that space and you want to vent about it, talk to me, drop a comment. It makes my day to hear from you and to hear you following along in this because I want to see us move the needle on the loneliness epidemic. And the way we're going to do that is by finding and forging our own sense of connection to the world around us. And that's what we're doing here. So at Belongfulness, give it a follow. Follow along for this journey as I seek to find a really connected life for myself and I'm inviting you to follow along and do the same. Let's keep at it.